Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. I just looked outside, it's raining, but it's been raining for 77 hours, so I don't know why I'm like, oh, it's raining. This is red, because my cat was just laying on my neck as I was trying to film, which you can see on my personal Instagram account. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about, well, you know, as per usual, everything. But I'm gonna try to narrow things down a little bit more in the Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. So today we're gonna talk sunscreens, and more sunscreens I like, and I like using in treatment on customers and clients to finish their treatment, and then ones I like using on myself, which of course are the same, but so sunscreen, it is important. Somebody asked on my last sunscreen video, that most people say, like, yes, you should wear sunscreen, and some people were saying, you know, it's all personal preference. Like, I recommend sunscreen, mainly because in my experience of being an esthetician and still seeing clients, issues that people have are from a lack of sunscreen growing up. So there, I mean, that's sort of how I feel, like. So yes, it is in a way. If your skin can handle it, and I know a lot of people have sensitivities and reactions and they break out, if you can push through and really keep trying to find one that works for you, it's great to just think of it almost as a daily moisturizer. It just makes it easier. You know, layer your treatment serums and then put your SPF on, and then you're good. Because then your skin's protected. It's gonna help from loss of volume, from breakdown of collagen, from pigmentation, from melasma, from things like that. Not really from melasma, that's a total lie. I don't know why I said that. Pigmentation. It can help melasma not get worse, but obviously heat and hormones and all types of things affect melasma. Anyway, so let's get into it. So one that I might have talked about this before, I think I did talk about it before, but I'm just obsessed with, this is my like 4th tube, is, that actually worked pretty well, huh? Super Goop SPF 40 Skin Soothing Mineral Sunscreen with olive polyphenols. Hello, we know I love the olives in a martini and on my skin and in general. What I really like about this is it is a 10.1% zinc oxide. I'm not even going to pronounce octinoxate, the chemical sunscreen, 7.5% chemical sunscreen. Just one chemical sunscreen. What I like about it though is that it is, well, God, that was too much. Well, all right, that arm is gonna get sunscreened. Oh, good Lord. Cut. But look, even so, but you can see this actually proves the point wonderfully. Non-whitening, high percentage of zinc, but non-whitening. Not really a chemical sunscreen smell either. Like, I love it. It wears well. It feels good. Because it's mainly zinc, my skin doesn't react as much. You know, some people, sunscreens are doing the same thing, physical or chemical, but people do have a tendency to react, I've seen more, to chemical sunscreen, including myself, and I just had a very bad, this past summer, outbreak of by contact dermatitis, but this has worked wonders for me. Highly recommend, highly recommend. Again, things I want to keep bringing up too is that we're now using acids more than ever. We're now using retinols and retin-A more than ever. We're now getting more treatments, more peels, more enzymes, more derma rolling, more. We're making the skin a little bit thinner on the surface, but we are making it sun sensitive, and we need to then be wearing sunscreen. This is going back to, I'm going backwards a little bit, but back to the point in the beginning of the person who said, like, if you're out, you know, in the middle of the day on an overcast day, you don't really need sunscreen. Again, that really, I would still wear it just in case your 10-minute walk turns into a 2-hour jaunt, but, and you're really worried about your skin. I do believe in some unprotected sun protection for vitamin D. Unprotected sun protection. Unprotected sun exposure. Good God, I've cat hair in my eye. Maybe that's my problem. Unprotected sun exposure for, you know, to help with vitamin D. A little bit, not a lot, a little bit. But something that is going to matter with that is, did you use, or do you use retinols regularly? And it doesn't matter if you're using them at night or in the day, your skin's gonna be sensitive no matter what. Not sensitive, but sensitive to the sun. And same thing with acids, whether it's in the evening or in the day. So you want to protect. I think, you know, back years and years ago, when there was less alpha hydroxy acids, which I think there's a big, I've seen a big jump in the industry, but I think people have too, and there's a lot of research on it, that sort of since AHAs have come about, there's also more pigmentation issues. I think people are using these acids and not really protecting themselves as well as they should be doing. So, food for thought. Ulta MD, I love their UV Clear. I know a lot, it pills up on a lot of people. It does on me too, but it's easier when you're not wearing makeup. I actually really like this one. It's a little bit heavier. Okay, get your head out of the way. The UV Sport Broad-Spectrum SPF 50. Transparent zinc oxide, 9% zinc oxide, and then a combination 7.5% and 5% of chemical sunscreen, so 12.5% chemical sunscreen. Really nice, a little bit richer. So obviously it's gonna be water resistant, not waterproof. I think it says water resistant 80 minutes. But I used this when we were in the mountains this past winter, and I really liked it because I felt like it did give that little bit of, there's beeswax in it, so barrier protectant, and then a really good SPF 50 sunscreen. It wouldn't be my first choice for daily wear, as I think I could get a little congested from it. Daily, special occasions. Special occasions, when I'm trying to be physically fit. Moving on. I don't have the bottle here, but one thing I use in my practice that a lot of people love is the Control Corrective Oil-Free SPF 30. Super popular, goes on, it feels like a moisturizer, which is what's lovely about it, and it's non-whitening, and it really does protect. It can get a little more oily. It is oil-free, but just the sunscreen aspect of it can get a little more oily on the skin as opposed to this. This though is much, much lighter. So if you do like that feeling of a little bit more moisture on the skin, you're gonna like the Control Corrective better. But in a second, I wanna break all these down, like oily skin, acne skin. Now, this is Paula's Choice for Men, PC for Men. Hide it. Does that say anything to you? Okay. I feel like I'm purposely just not gonna ever make this better on purpose, so it can be like our inside joke. Daytime Protect Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I really, really like this, but I had to put this down. This was not the product that caused it, but when I got that reaction to straight up chemical, because this is all just chemical sunscreen, this past summer I had to put this down. I'm gonna pick this back up though. I love it. The price is great, the packaging is great, of course, it wears well, but this is like super, super, super light. With all of these, I do my hydrate and then just this because I like lighter layers. But for some people, this, and I don't know, I actually don't know if Paula's Choice has an equivalent to this in their line. For women, it doesn't matter. I mean, yes, it's a little annoying. It says PC for men, you know, if you want it on your bathroom counter or whatever. I'm sure they do. They usually do have a equivalent for, you know, not even female, just whatever. You get the point. With that being said, so somebody had asked on another video too, can you break down like dry, sensitive, oily for the SPFs? That's a little hard because everybody likes something a little bit different. Of course, the Control Corrective Oil-Free, it sort of makes sense to use it on oilier skin type. But again, it does have a good moisture content, just happens to be oil-free. So a true oily skin might find it a little too much, though I find it wears really well. I like it, I think it's great for a normal skin. I think it's great for a combo skin. So that's the Control Corrective Oil-Free SPF 30. Sensitive skin, I would probably go this route. Look how bad that is. That doesn't even do anything. That did nothing. Skin soothing mineral sunscreen. I mean, it says skin soothing, but don't take its word for it until you try it. But I like it. I like the price. I believe it's $28 for 2.4 ounces. It's an SPF 40. my skin is sensitive as can be. There is a little bit of chemical sunscreen in here, but I've had 0 issues, and I really, really, really like this. So this would be good for oily because it is super light, but good for sensitive too. Good for sensitive, good for oily. And really any of these can be for dry skin. However, you're probably gonna want something underneath it, which a lot of people do use anyway, so that sort of takes it out of the equation. But if you're drier skin looking for a little bit more moisture or oomph, this is probably too light. In that case, you might want to go the control, I don't know the exact name, I'm gonna forget the exact name now, the Control Corrective Oil, no, that's the Control Corrective Botanical Soothing Cream, I believe it's called, SPF 30. It's very similar in the SPF structure to the oil-free SPF 30 of Control Corrective. It just has more moisture. So if you are looking for a nice wearable moisturizing feel SPF 30, but you want a little bit more moisture because that's sort of where you're gonna get it during the day, the Soothing Botanical SPF 30 from Control Corrective. Have I confused you now? So many choices, so little time. A really sort of very oily, no signs of sensitivity, oily, not surface dry either, I think would do great with the Polish Choice. Or somebody who wants a very light veil of SPF and is using their moisturizers and their serums during the day, and this is just gonna be like a layer of SPF. That would be that one. Obviously the name UV Sport. This would be for people going to take a long walk, taking a jog, you know, they're gonna get a little sweaty. Beach volleyball, regular outdoor volleyball, tennis, things like that. That would be this. I feel like a drier skin type could really enjoy this. Again, there is the beeswax. It is a little bit more nourishing and moisturizing, while still giving it SPF 50, which is a great SPF, like you're getting protected. But still, please, I say that, but please reapply every 2 hours. I'm not even gonna get into that. I was gonna get into the like, but then if you're indoors, you don't need to do as you wish, right? That's what it's all about, having fun. Because that's the thing, everybody wants like a law or a rule or something. Just have fun with your skincare. That's why we're here, right? Just have fun. Learn a little bit, but just have fun. And does the sunscreen feel good on your skin? Can you afford it? Then then great, then go with that one. But yeah, so those are my top recommendations. I know there's, I guess, 5 in total. The Super Goop Skin Soothing Mineral Sunscreen, the Elta MD UV Sport, the PC for Men Daytime Protect SPF 30, and then the 2 Control Correctives, the SPF 30 Oil Free and the Botanical Soothing Cream SPF 30. I need to say this so I can hold myself accountable. I'm gonna put the links down below for them. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you get a little bit more information about sunscreen. I think we know, obviously, what sunscreen is doing. Some people really like all chemical sunscreen because it's non-whitening. It goes on really nice and really fine, where mineral can go on more pasty and chalky and white. There's been tons of advancements though in that, and they all sort of wear a little bit better now. And I really like the hybrids of the the chemical and the physical sunscreen. You're getting your UVA and UVB protectants. They're not as whitening, they wear a little bit better, and they're a little bit less sensitizing than going all chemical. And yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed. See down below for information on the sunscreens, and I will see you guys here Wednesday. Bye, thanks for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the black JS circle down below so we can stay in contact and keep talking. To watch more videos, you can click on the link here, or possibly here. Thanks for watching. Bye.